Peace and blessings, love and light, and welcome to day 93 of the 365-day challenge. It's your girl Kim, and happy Thursday. We are one alarm clock away from the weekend. This week went by pretty fast. I don't know if it did for anybody else, but it did for me. And this is my weekend starting because I'll be traveling tomorrow. And so this is my last day in the office, but it's a beautiful day here in Atlanta, Georgia. Let me tell you something about that pollen count. It is ridiculous. I think they said it is the highest it's been in history or something like that. It just looks like yellow rain everywhere here in Atlanta. So, I'm sending prayers and light to those who are allergy sufferers because it's brutal out there. Trust me. But before I get into today's thought, let's get into today's affirmation, which reads, I listen to my body's needs, providing with the rest and nourishment it requires. Let me say that one again. I listen to my body's needs, providing it with the rest and nourishment it requires. Okay, and that's our thought for today. Listening to the needs of our body. We've been talking a lot about mind, body, spirit, and the intersectionality of the three, and how it's so important that we get proper rest. Okay, we need to make sure that it's not just a matter of saying, I slept for 6 hours, but was it restorative sleep? Was it restful sleep? Were you able to feel your body healing? Okay, because there's such thing as having sleep or sleeping and not feeling rested. Have you ever gone to sleep and you slept, 6 or 7 hours and you woke up and you still felt exhausted? Because it may be that your mind was still racing, so it wasn't restorative sleep, it wasn't restful sleep, it wasn't peaceful sleep. And we have to think about those things that we were doing prior to going to sleep. Were we having a disagreement with someone? Were we watching something that raised our stress levels? Were we watching the news, or were we watching a show that was dramatic, that had our mind racing? Was it a suspense thriller and we were thinking about what was going to happen next? What were you doing prior to going to sleep? That's going to determine what quality of sleep you had. And it's so important that we do. It's so important that we rest our minds, that we rest our bodies. Especially if you're a person like me who is an exerciser, a person who does a lot of strength training. You want to make sure that you're giving your body proper rest so that your muscles can heal during the course of the night, during that time of fasting. Okay, so it is important that we listen to our bodies, that we start bringing ourselves down, that we're not eating too late in the evening and having that food sit on our stomach and it not being able to process depending on the type of food that we eat. So there are so many things that go into how restorative or how qualifying our sleep is. So it's important to rest. Start thinking about things that you can do prior to going to sleep. Don't eat 2 to 3 hours before you go to sleep. Or make sure you have light food. Don't drink too much water so that you're not waking up in the middle of the night because your bladder is full. Start thinking about some of the things. Play soft music. If you're a person who requires melatonin or something that's going to help you to calm down as you're going into the evening, think about those things. Some people have a piece of paper and a pen by their bed so they can write down a few thoughts before they go to bed. I'm a big proponent of doing your gratitude journaling at night. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for in the evening so that way, that's what's on your mind, those things that you're grateful for before you go to bed. And as the Bible says, don't go to bed angry. So if you are, with a significant other, with your spouse, and you're going to bed, try to resolve what was going on before you go to bed. So that way that's not on your mind as well. Okay, so think about those things. I'm hoping that you have sweet dreams tonight. But right now, have a most spectacular day. Make sure to sprinkle some self-love and self-care in there. And make sure that you're making it a great day and you're moving that needle towards your 365-day challenge and through making wellness a habit. And until I see you guys tomorrow, I say peace.